Blessings to all. Share this YouTube for everyone to see and kick the neck.
Vissa Nalapana Jatake
20. Nalapana Jatak. Diswa Padmanutinan, Diswa notating Padang Thalina Virindana Samana, Neva Manthwang Vadisa Seti. And once upon a time, Lord Sarvajna, who was the Lord of the worlds, who was standing on the top of a bamboo, roamed the Kosol Danava. He came to the village of Nalapana and settled in the hedge forest near the Nalapana pond. Array with reeds, said this Jatak. At that time, the bhikkhus collected water from the pond called Nalapana and asked the novices to cut the reeds because of the needles, and brought all the reeds together without knots because of the holes. Those reeds are holes all the way from the beginning to the end. Who is this? The All-Wise One heard this, monks, and said, "This is my ancient determination." The other day, the forest became wild. There is a water monster in that pond that eats people. At that time, the Bodhi animals, the Monkey King, who was dressed like a spotted deer, was surrounded by about 80,000 monkeys and lived in that forest, using monkey roots. Children are the ones who give warning to the great Bosatano crowd. In this forest there are poisonous trees and inhuman plants. Therefore, if you eat all the uneaten fruit and eat the unripe fruit, then I will judge you and drink it. Those monkeys also accepted that it was good, and one day they went to a place they had never been before, and there in the afternoon they were looking for water. Who were the bodhisattvas at that time? Children, he said, have you drunk? The monkeys said, Anumana, waiting for you. Children of bodhisattvas, those who walk across the pond and say it is good as you have done, and see the reed steps to the water, stand up from the water without seeing a step, surely even if this is an inhuman enclosed pond, what they have done is very good. He said that this is an inhuman pond. Udaka Rakshasaya also saw those monkeys not going down into the water, and the hot palm with blue bellies and white mouths split into the water at a terrible speed and boiled because of what? Go down to the pond and drink, he said. At that time, Mahabosatano asked where the Udaka monster born in this pond was. Yes, when I said I am going, he asked if he would get Batung in the pond. Yes, Labami, I will not kill any of the subordinates, including the birds, said the water monster. The bodhisattvas who heard this said, we will not be eaten by you, all of us. The water monster said, did you not drink the water when you did that? So pan it, Boma, and you will be seduced. Who was the monster who asked how Panbot did that? Bodhisattvas said, do you think that you are going down and drinking water? 1,001,000 monkeys did not go down to the pond. Then he said, will you fail to listen to our bait? In this way, Thea Mahabosatana brought one reed stick, reciting the Paramidhammas, doing true deeds and blowing with his mouth. The reeds were pierced everywhere from beginning to end without any knots. In this way, other reeds were brought and drunk. Moreover, the Bodhi animals decided to gather all the reeds that had surrounded this pond and cut it into 8 pieces, thinking that it would not be possible to finish the blow at this time. Because the Bodhisattva's merits are great, what is thought will prosper. Therefore, from then on, all the reeds surrounding the pond became one. That was Karandu. In this kalp, there are 4 of the kalp's stable miracles. Where are the 4? Moon's Shasha Lanajana is present throughout this kalp. The places where the fire was extinguished in the Vartika Jatak will not be extinguished by the fire in the whole of this kappa. Ghatikara is the place where the house of Kumbhakara is located. All the reeds that surrounded this bark are the same throughout this kappa. The Bodhi beings resolved thus and took one reed stick. About 1,000 of those monkeys were accompanied by a single reed stick. When he began to lure the bodhisattvas to drink from the reeds, everyone sat down and drank from the reeds. Thus they eat. When the people dispersed, the Udaka Rakshasa went to the place where he had hidden himself with an unhappy heart as he did not get anything. Bodhi animals are like companions. Venerable Master Samyak Sambudura, the breaking of these reeds is my own ancient determination, and after bringing out this Dharma sermon, he reconciled the previous joints and finished this Tilapna Jatak. At the same time, the Udaka Rikshasaya is now this Devadatta Sthavira. 80,000 Vinarayoskudan, this group of Buddhas are the ape kings who are skilled in strategy. Tiluguru Samyak Sambuduraja 4 he said to himself.